Welcome to Boston, Massachusetts. Today is August 28th, 2025. It's currently about 75 degrees out and about 1:30 in the afternoon. As you can see, we're coming up on the Marriott Long Wharf. There's a Custom House Tower. So I'm going to continue my series on walking all the Boston Harborwalk sections. You can see I'm starting from Christopher Columbus Park today. And we'll be walking past the ferry pickup and drop-offs down here. You can see we're along Boston Harbor. I'll walk along the water here. As you can see, a ferry, looks like a ferry just let out this second. You can hear them. And in a minute I'll be free of the power saw noise in the background. You can see the harbor towers there. So this is what I would call the downtown Boston portion of the Boston Harborwalk. You can see the buoys here. And possibly one of the most scenic parts, but they're all scenic really. You can see the sign confirms that this is in fact called the Downtown Harborwalk. You can hear the planes coming into Logan Airport. So you get really beautiful vantage points of the harbor. Okay, so we have to cut through this because of the construction right on the waterfront here. As you can see, there's a bunch of construction right here, so I just had to cut through this area here. So imagine that I walked around the outside here and you can still see gorgeous views of the harbor. And you get a great view of some of the buildings here from walking back this way, and we'll walk past the aquarium. Now, there's been a lot of construction going on around Massachusetts in the last month or so that I've seen. A lot of renovation. Hopefully we won't have any more detours on this walk. And there's a New England Aquarium across there. There is a Marriott Long Wharf from the opposite side from where we started. It's like a busy hot afternoon here. That looks like the Godzilla. I think it's like a really high-speed powerboat that takes you kind of on a thrill ride through the Boston Harbor.
That's where we lived from.
This is where see some of the duck boats leave from here.
We said as a statement, not my mom.
Looks like a whole bunch are loaded up and ready to go. As we're going to come around to the New England Aquarium.
Boston, so on behalf of us, I'd like to thank you for riding with us. Thank you all very much.
So, yeah, so I like to walk around the backside here, which I believe is actually technically how the harbor walk goes. It's more of the museum, the New England Aquarium. You can see this. Looks like it goes, but I believe we go this way. Take a look. This has a good view of the harbor here. We're going to be walking through the harbor towers next, I believe, which are above us, in front of us. Just coming up here for a second for the dolphin statues. And we're going to go back down because the harbor walk actually continues around the building at the base of this building here. See more construction renovation going on at the base of the harbor tower here, one of the harbor towers. You can see we're coming up on these sculptures here. I think they used to have an issue where people would try to use these to skateboard off of a long time ago. You can see we're still on the path. It's all twin engine plane, it looks like. There's the Boston Tiki boat. Probably going to be very busy this weekend. So this just comes back here and goes back out. I think the boats over there are making contact with some of the docks.
And it was like legs touching kind of thing, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, not having kids certainly makes it a strong possibility.
As you can see, we're coming around the back end of the Boston Harbor Hotel. And that's That's its archway right there. And I believe this is just about Rose Wharf. If you go through there, you wind up on Atlantic Ave, which is a major street through Boston. Connects a lot of points of interest. Sounds like a boat's ready to go. Yeah, Rose Wharf. It's a boarding area for the Hingham Ferry. AC unit or a generator or something. I remember way back in the day you could actually cross this bridge, but now you have to go over the Seaport Blvd bridge to keep going on the Harborwalk, or at least around to the Seaport Bridge to get into the Seaport District Harborwalk. So yeah, we're spilling out onto Atlantic Ave now. You can see you got some gorgeous views. It's the J Hook Lobster Company. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to cross over Seaport Blvd as part of this Harborwalk trail to basically just make my way over to the Seaport District section. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Seaport, and there's more Seaport Harborwalk over on this side. but it goes off in a different direction, so I'm going to make that into a 4-point channel harbor walk separately. You can see the views up here. Better look at the James Hook Lobster Company. You can see the barking crab over there. Alright, so this is just about going to do it for this portion of the Harbor Walk Trail. As always, if you enjoyed my video, hit the like button. If you haven't done so already, make sure to hit the subscribe button. A great way to support my channel is to just go to my website, wayneoxfordphotography.com, and buy a print or mug or some other product of my photography. That's the best way. And thank you so much for coming along. I really appreciate you coming along on these walks. And I'll see you next time, as soon as I get to the end of this bridge.